Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a... What's that? Oh my God. Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a new episode, this week titled What's in Lee's Bin. That's right, this week I'm dedicating a whole episode of Poundland Bin to Lee Eels, who very kindly sent me some beautiful artwork, which I'll show you in a minute. You might be able to get a little picture behind here, all behind my shoulder there. All framed. Oh yes, I'll show you in a minute. Yes, Lee is currently waiting for a double transplant for a kidney and pancreas. So I thought, he's very kindly sent me this lovely artwork. He also sent me a 4K steelbook of The Matrix. Oh, wow, fantastic. So I thought, let's dedicate the entire episode to Lee. Yes, so if we pick some crap out, at least I know who to blame. Right, okay, let me spin the camera around and I'll show you the freshly framed artwork. Oh yes, it looks really good. Okay, look, here we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I'm going to try and find somewhere maybe on the wall to put that. But yes, that's going to have pride of place there for the time being. Fantastic. Okay, so let's dig down deep, pluck out this week's lucky contestant, because this week it's all on Lee's shoulders. Oh, I can relax. Let's have a look, see what we got this week then.
Poundland Bin.
Hello, Lee's Poundland Bin, and how are you today? Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Why have you got a weird American Southern accent? I don't really know. I don't know what kind of accent that is. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we're going to get today. Are you ready, folks? Nearly choking on my own blobs. Ew. Ew. Right, okay, let's have a look, see what we got. What the hell is going on? Oh, and I've got one, and it's sealed. Anyone would think I've been waxing my forehead. Blimey. Okie dokie. Oh yes, rightio. Right, are we ready to see what this week's exciting entry in the Poundland Bin is? Remember, if it's crap, stick down in the comments. It's all your fault, Lee. Only joking. Right, okay. Okay. I don't really know. It's going to be a bit of a weird one. It's kind of... I don't really know. Right, okay. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Big Pauly is the greatest YouTuber of all. The classic tale comes to life. Spectacular. Lily Collins, Julia Roberts. Well, I haven't seen it. Could be good. It's Army Hammer. It's Army Hammer. I'm sure that's Army Hammer. That's Army Hammer. And Nathan Lane as well. Okay, so let's stick it in the old player and see what happens to Mirror Mirror on the wall. Rightio, okie dokie, we have got the old wrapping off. Let's have a look. Oh, is that our first 2-disc Poundland bin movie, I think? Oh, really nice artwork. Oh, it's the DVD and the Blu-ray. Well, we don't need the DVD, do we? Right, okie dokie. Let's have a look, see how clean it is. Oh, it's just like a mirror on the wall. Okie dokie, here we go. Let's stick it in the player. Oh, get well soon, Lee. Oh, God. Oh, dear me. There we go. In the player it goes. Oh, yes. Right, okay. I have got some Diet Coke, as always. We also have some cheap Asda sweet popcorn. That's right, I wasn't near Tesco's, so I had to go into Asda. But hopefully it might be nice. It was really cheap, it was under £1. So anyway, shut up, will you? I'm trying to talk. Right, okay, let's start the film and see what this mirror business is all about. Oh, it's Marty from Pirates of the Caribbean. Right, let's do it. Okay, so, mirror. Yes, and you can see I've already swapped the case out already. Works much better with a red case. Okay, what did I think? Right, okay, not including the original Disney classic animated movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is the best retelling of Snow White that's been on film. Forget all that Snow White and the Huntsman crap. This is pure entertainment. This is entertainment. Makes you smile. Yes, I haven't had this much fun in a movie for quite a while. I've never had this much fun watching a movie in the Poundland bin. I really enjoyed this film so much. Everything was spot on. The casting, Lily Collins as Snow White, that's imprisoned in this castle. Julia Roberts, my God, Julia Roberts as the evil queen who's imprisoned Snow White, taken over this whole castle and this empire and everything. She's just absolutely fantastic. It's one of her best roles. You also have Armie Hammer, who plays Prince Olcott of Valencia. Yes, that's a mouthful. Yeah, basically, take everything you know from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and just twist it. The film also stars Nathan Lane, who plays the evil queen's assistant, or whatever you want to call him. You know, he'll go and do whatever she wants. And basically, Snow White's dad has been banished. Julia Roberts has taken over this kingdom. She rules it. Kind of rules it a bit like the Queen, the Black Queen from Once Upon a Time, if anybody's seen that. But she plays it brilliantly. There's some tongue-in-cheek as well. And some great one-liners, especially from Nathan Lane, who's playing it for laughs. Prince Alcott, Armie Hammer, appears on the scene and instantly falls in love with Snow White. But obviously the evil queen has her own intentions. We also do have the mirror. A little bit different, kind of like played out like Stargate actually. She just walks straight through this shimmering shimmering water and appears somewhere else. And of course, Snow White wouldn't be Snow White without the dwarfs. And this is the single best gathering. Are we allowed to say dwarfs? Little people? I suppose you can. It's Snow White, isn't it? This is the best gathering of dwarfs I've seen in a film. Forget your grumpy, sleepy, bashful and all that kind of stuff. No, not in this film. I can't remember all their names, but one of them's called Chuck and one of them's called Napoleon. And they are a fantastic band of little rebels robbing highway coaches and stealing and all that kind of stuff. Totally different from the Snow White that you know and love. It kind of reminds me, it actually does remind me in some ways of Time Bandits, the little people from Time Bandits, because they're all playing it tongue for cheek. But the film also reminds me of Hook, Steven Spielberg's Hook. It has that kind of happy, jolly feeling, an adventurous feeling. So I really did enjoy it. I thought this was just going to be another take on Snow White, but this is one of my favourite Snow White movies now, to be perfectly honest. There's also a funny scene later in the movie. The evil queen's trying to get Prince Alcott to fall in love with her, so she gives him a love potion. But he starts acting strangely, a bit canine-ish, and until she discovers that it's actually a puppy love potion. He wants to lick her and all that kind of stuff. So funny. And when the dwarfs catch up with him and they tie him up in the forest, what plays out is the best scene since Airplane. You remember that scene in Airplane when they were all queuing up to beat the lady because she was scared of flying and that? It's like that, and it's really good. It's really funny. Like it says on the back, Mirror Mirror breathes fresh air into the classic story of Snow White, a treat for all the family. Yeah, if you like Hook and you like Disney, you're gonna like it. It's a different spin. It's a different spin on the Snow White story, but there's a nice little cameo right at the end from someone from Game of Thrones. And even though that person's scene was probably about 2 or 3 minutes, fantastic. And that's one thing that I have to say about the look, the style, the acting on the film. The acting was first rate. Lily Collins was brilliant as Snow White. She also sings the end song as well. Very Bollywood type of end song called I Believe. And the dwarfs are all fantastic. I couldn't fault them. Armie Hammer was brilliant. Playing it comical, of course, and kind of reminded me sometimes of the Lone Ranger. You know, some of the comical kind of scenes that he did in the Lone Ranger. Julia Roberts was absolutely fantastic in this film. She stole the film. She was fantastic. Probably one of my favourite Julia Roberts performances. Now, there is one thing that will probably never happen, but the dwarfs. I could see a second film all about the adventures of the dwarfs. I think it would be bloody brilliant. It would be a combination of kind of like Time Bandits meets Goonies, that kind of thing. But it would be brilliant with these actors, because each one of these dwarfs has their own personality, has their own screen time, and is brilliant on screen. So yeah, I really did enjoy this film. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this film this much, as much as this, but it's a great great family film. The scenery was beautiful. You know, you got the snowy forest, the castles, and even when they're dressing up in all the old classic fairy tale type costumes, they're bright and as you can see along the top there, especially the end scene and the wedding, it's just so beautiful, these colours. I can't fault the music. The music was brilliant, uplifting, adventurous, kind of Hook meets Pirates of the Caribbean. Just a great soundtrack. The picture quality was really good. It was really good. There was a little minimal grain, but nothing to grumble about. The sound is DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which upscaled it to Neuro. And the thing about the sound is it used the whole sound stage. The dialogue was crisp, absolutely crisp. The action scenes were just the right volume. There's the right amount of bass. The soundstage behind, in one particular scene, I thought next door was actually banging the walls, but it was not. It was someone opening a door behind me. It was that good. And I kind of felt like things over me in the forest, trees rustling and that kind of thing. So a great use of the actual soundstage as well. So a great package. And there are lots of special features, as you can see right there. We've got deleted scenes, an alternative beginning. We have Mirror Mirror Storybook. We've got featurettes, Looking Through the Mirror, I Believe I Can Dance, Prince and Puppets, and theatrical trailer. That's quality. And that's definitely worth what I paid. I can't remember whether it was £1 or £2, even if it was £2. Definitely worth paying £2 for that. As you can see, I've put it in a nice case. I think it looks good in a red case. I might put it in a clear case, I don't know, but I do think that looks really good to complement the red. So I think that looks really good. Fantastic. So how would I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to give it 7.5. Yeah, I know you're probably thinking I'm crazy. IMDb I think gave it 5.1 or something, but when you like a film, you enjoy a film, you rate it how you feel. And I had a bloody ball with this. I had so much fun with this film. Wow. So if you like action adventure with some romance, in the vein of like Hook, Pirates of the Caribbean, that type of thing, Time Bandits, just an action family adventurous movie, then give it a shot. I really enjoyed it. Right, okay, so let's find out where I'm going to put it then. Okay, so let's find out what I'm going to do with this week's choice, Mirror Mirror. Okay, so is it going to go down amongst Fury, the red balloon and all that kind of stuff down there, or is it going to go up on the shelf? Definitely, absolutely. Yep, that's a film that's going on my shelf, going into my collection. That's going to be a permanent piece in my collection. Thoroughly enjoyed every minute of that movie, and I can see myself watching that time and time again in the future. Fantastic. So what a great pick. Fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of What's in Lee's Poundland Bin. We'll be back to normal next week. Find out what we're going to pick out next Sunday. So hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up or a red apple. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I'll see you all on the next Poundland Bin. Bye!